So this video we're going to look at purchase returns. Now I need you to stop thinking of yourself as a school student for a moment and imagine that you own a business. Now you've gone and you've bought some inventories, so you're going to sell them in your business. So you're going to sell them to people. But you open up the crate of inventories and you see that they're defective. Maybe they're a bunch of alarm clocks and they don't tick, they don't work, they're broken. So understandably, you're annoyed, but you know how to do business. So you call up the guy and you say, mate, these alarm clocks, they don't work. And because he's a good bloke and he knows what he's doing, he says, no problem, I will take them back and give you back your money. That's how you do business, if you're a nice fella. Let's see how it's done. So on the 5th of the 9th, you returned those defective inventories valued at $125. Now that $125 is inclusive of GST, so we've got this GST mess going on again. So we need to calculate our GST, which is 125 divided by 11. 125 divided by 11 gives us a terrible number, $11.3636 recurring, so $11.36. That means the inventories themselves were valued at 125 minus that, which is $113.64. Now those two numbers should add up to 125. If they don't, you're in trouble. What three accounts? I've made a few videos now and they are sounding like a broken record. There's a good reason for that. Accounting is this nice thing where everything works the same every single time. Okay, inventories returns. What accounts are we going to be dealing with here? Well, inventories. Inventories are an asset account. We had those inventories, now we don't have them. So our asset account has gone down here. Okay. Now, what else is going to be involved? Well, you should know that GST clearing account is going to be involved. Seems to be poking its head into everything here. Okay, now think about this. Is this a GST clearing account going up or down? Well, GST is a liability, but this is a switch on what we've been looking at. Because what happened previously was that we paid this guy $11.36 in GST. And now he's going to return that GST to us. Now when we paid him, that was a liability going down. But when that GST comes back to us, that's a liability going back up again. When you get used to this, it's sort of self-explanatory when you put it in the journal. Now, what's the third account that's being affected here? Well, it should be pretty straightforward. He returned defective inventories valued at $125. Because our supplier is a good bloke, he's going to pay us back not in peanuts, but in money. So our bank account is the third account that's going to be affected. It's an asset account, and he's giving us $125, so it's going to go up. Okay, let's set up our general journal. Bam, 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 bam. Date, particulars, you know where we're going with this. Debit, credit. Now, accountants, you should be neater than this. I'm working fast. 5th of 9th. Now, what are our particulars? Our bank went up. Bank, $125. The other two are going to sit on the credit side. Our inventories went down. By that figure, $113.64, and our GST clearing account went up. It went up by $11.36. And you can see 125, 125. Now, I want to stop here, and you should see that this is starting to be a pattern for me. Now, if you get confused about the GST clearing account, because a lot of people struggle to figure out whether it's meant to be on the left or it's meant to be on the right, if that's going to be you, and I think it's going to be quite a few of us, like me, I have trouble with it, think about which one's going to sit by itself. The bank account sits by itself because the total figure goes to the bank. Now, either it's the bank or usually it's the accounts payable, and when we start doing the reverse stuff, it'll be the accounts receivable. Sits by itself. and then there's 2 other accounts that have to add up to be that one. So as long as you know where 2 of the accounts go, you can figure out where the third one, where the GST clearing account goes. So to get yourself out of trouble with the GST clearing account, you can use your noodle. You can use your head a little bit. Say, okay, I know this bit, I know this bit, so this bit must be it. Otherwise, the left-hand side and the right-hand side won't match up. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to set a bad example here. Journalize this. Sales return. Oh, actually, change my mind. Returned inventory. Okay, that's written really badly, so I'm going to say that again. Returned inventory. Okay, that's purchase returns. Thanks, guys.